On this episode of Real Estate on the Rocks, we're going to talk about the 6 do's and don'ts of holiday marketing.
Welcome to Real Estate on the Rocks, where you get top shelf real estate conversations served straight up, never watered down. Here's your host, Dave Snowberger.
That's Dave Snowberger, Snowberger. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook.
And I'm Marshall Tucker, Tucker.
I was thinking about if we formed a brokerage, it'd be Snucker.
Snooker.
Snucker.
Tuckberg.
Yeah, Tuckberg. All right, today we're talking about the 6 do's and don'ts. There's some don'ts we just threw out there.
Please don't. please don't.
6 do's and don'ts of holiday marketing. This is a perfect time of year for you to get in front of clients. The worst thing you can do is not reach out at all.
Exactly.
I put something on my Instagram.
That's awesome.
I don't know by the time you listen to this, it might be less than 14 days. It might be after the holidays. It might be in January. It might be next June 2020. You don't know. But right now, we're about 14 days away. I just put something on my Instagram where I just kind of talked about emptying the tank. Get out there. There's no excuse for you not to be contacting your database, your sphere of influence, your past clients. Reach out to them. If you're not sending Christmas cards, you're doing it wrong. You know, if you're not reaching out to them and saying Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy, I can't remember the one in Seinfeld. No, there's Kwanzaa, but Christmas, Kwanzaa or whatever it was.
Hanukkah?
No, it was the one from Seinfeld. You guys don't watch TV,
yeah.
so
That was a long time ago.
yeah. Well, I'm old. Sorry. I remember funny things from old shows. Okay, so let's get into this real quick. The 6 do's and don'ts of holiday marketing. Marshall, let's go ahead and kick it off with the first don't is...
Don't send a generic email.
Don't send any email.
That's right.
Don't send any email. Nobody wants a holiday email from you.
Who wants to read on Christmas?
No. Well, it's before Christmas, but...
Send a little video or something.
I wouldn't send holiday videos. Yeah, maybe if you put it into a bomb or recorded a video. However, the bomb would be a nice touch, but I would still reach out through other means. I'd give a phone call, send a holiday card. I don't want to go too deep into these.
Well, it says, just an example, Mike Harrell, our lender, he's a little guilty of this.
You mean Mike Harrell, Magic Mike over at Guaranteed Rate, where you can reach him at Magic Mike at
88000. Anyway, he's guilty of this because he sends out a little holiday text message with every single holiday, and you're always getting it about 5 or 10 minutes before I get it. So I texted him back one day and I said, Mike, how come Dave always gets his before mine? And he texted me back, real simple, D is before M.
There you go.
He's a man of many words.
Well, it's true, but he sends out every Monday. That's not just every holiday.
Yeah,
that's a Monday update. So if you want to get on Mike's mailing list, and get his inspiring texts every Monday. Actually, he's got some good stuff that go out. I don't know what system he's using for that. We should definitely have something like that. But if I was up to designing the content,
he has an admin.
It'd be unsubscribe.
Good admin.
Unsubscribe. Yeah, right.
Number 2.
Go ahead. 2.
Don't send your personal family holiday cards to your clients.
No, that's weird. Unless you're friends with them.
Yeah, you got to be super close to send ones about your like the ones I get are obviously the family, and then it comes with an update about the kids and what's going on or what's going on with the them and the kids and stuff like that. That'd be kind of weird. Unless you have that kind of relationship with your clients.
I always Facebook friend my clients, so I get a lot of clients that they see all my posts anyway about my kids. Yeah. And the weird thing is, I'll bump into them somewhere and they'll ask me about my kids, and so that's kind of a natural thing for me. So I might include the kids on my family.
Here's other don'ts. Don't do the personal family one. Just send out a general, almost, I hate to say generic, but something that's kind of eye-catching. Don't put glitter in it.
I love glitter.
Don't put anything like that.
Swift of perfume.
Certainly do not put your business card. This is Christmas. You're not trying to get business. Just say, have a great holiday. Thanks for a great year. Thanks for the friendship. Thanks for whatever. But do not put your card in there. And definitely don't put 2 business cards in there.
I remember my first year. I was thinking about putting a card in the card, and it just felt dirty. So I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Feels dirty.
Feels dirty.
Dirty.
Huh? Dirty.
Number 3, don't post rowdy photos from your holiday party, James.
I would never do that stuff.
Well, you're having one tonight, right?
Yes.
Holiday party. We're not invited.
No. That's not a holiday party. That's just some friends over.
This is our normal
Apparently-
Thursday night.
Apparently, we're not friends because we weren't invited.
Oh, we're just having some friends over. Huh?
Yeah.
They did have the housewarming party, but no one showed up.
I was.
Nah, you guys were both out of town or
in
busy.
Dallas, Texas.
Well, you live in Maine.
Don't worry, we have another one next year.
Yeah, you guys keep buying a house every year. Kind of running out of gifts for every home.
Anyway,
housewarming party.
just remember, anything that you post online will usually stay up there for quite a time. So
Yeah, if you're social media driven like everybody else, I mean, everybody's social media driven, so if you're going to post things that you want your friends to see, and most of your clients aren't on your Facebook, then don't post it to public. There's certain settings on Facebook and other filters through Instagram and whatever else where you can kind of protect that and only certain people can see that. You really shouldn't be getting rowdy at the holiday party, but definitely with today's climate of everybody taking videos and pictures of everything, remember those things live on way past their, there's no real expiration date on shelf date for a lot of these things.
They last longer than your buzz.
Yeah. Watch what you say to people, Yeah.
there's no shelf date on my liquor. Dues. We're in the dues now.
Okay. Well, we're blowing. We're 6 minutes into this episode, so you better slow down and elaborate a little bit on some of these things.
Back it up then.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say back it up. Let's go ahead and go. However, we're gonna have a 12-minute episode if you go on the pace. We're letting Marshall Tucker run the show today.
I thought you just said we didn't want to dig deep into these,
It's
so
like
I was kind of glossing over them.
like a
said
lightning round.
Dig
I said
deep.
I said I didn't want to dig deep on them because I don't know what you have planned. So I can just certainly.
I didn't hear that second part, so
I
I'll
can
just
start
blast
talking
into
for
it.
15, 20 minutes straight, and so I don't want to take away all your points and then you have nothing to talk about. So I was respectfully.
I get you now.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the dues.
Dues. Keep it personal. People love to feel special, and they love when they know something is designed for them. Go above and beyond and send your client something physical, even if it's a cute coffee mug or gift basket.
Yeah, you certainly want to do this kind of stuff. I say certainly a lot. I've called this out before.
Certainly.
Yeah, certainly. Is this stuff is good through the transaction or them being your friend or you getting to know them. Pick up on certain things that they like. If they drink coffee, if they've got a personalized coffee mug or a personalized Yeti. Yeti cup or, something like that, or they're using more of a generic Yeti, an Arctic or whatever else. People usually want the Yeti, but they couldn't justify the cost of the $30 or $40. One thing that I would do is just buy the gift also. Don't put your branding on it. Don't use the excuse that you get a tax deduction or anything else off there. It's kind of like, don't use that excuse. Cutco knives. I was hearing the guys at Massive Agent Podcast talk about this a little bit.
List.
Don't do the Cutco knives with your name branded all over it.
I just got a message from them.
Do they take returns?
Just got a message the other day.
It's tacky. It's good stuff. I mean, we have one of those spreaders, I guess, that somebody got Nicole. There's a really good
cheese spreader.
It's a
or
spreader.
jam spreader,
yeah,
some kind of
something
one?
like that. Peanut butter spreader. I don't know,
Nice.
but the thing's awesome. But it's brand, it's logoed. It's got something on it from the home builder that she did. And it's just kind of like it just kind of sits in a drawer when all the other beautiful Cutco just stays up on the counter.
Trying to file the name off of it.
So it's a nice gesture. The thing is you're making it all about you. You're not making it about them, right? And so you need to make it. It's as a client experience. You need to make it all about them. I used to do the Yeti cups. I can say with some sort of confidence that I was one of the first people, if not the first people, doing the Yeti cups. Now, people are going to scratch their head and say, no, you weren't. I guarantee you I was, because I could get them at a discount back at the time. 50% off. And then I had a friend with an etcher on them. And then I posted it on one of the real estate forums, and people ran with it. And the same guy that I got the Yeti cups and did all the etching from, all of a sudden his business went through the roof of local realtors doing this. Then it took storm everywhere else, right? Yeti's located here in Austin. The cups were available in Austin way before they were available nationally or even internationally. And so we were doing those things, but that's one thing I always did was I put my logo on it. And back then it was KW United Group, and I would put my client's name on it on one side and our logo on the other side. And still I had plenty of people take pictures of them and say, hey, you guys rock. But the things always kind of,
I still use mine.
progress and it's just kind of like I decided to go a different direction on a lot of this stuff, and was like, they're going to know it's for me every time they grab a Yeti cup. They're going to remember that it was for me.
Yeah.
They're never once going to be like, so where'd you get that cup? You've got one right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I got a custom one. I won the contest, and it has my friend's business on it. It has my last name and our company logo on it. And so he did all three.
Pretty cool
But
cup.
I use that thing all the time, and it works perfect. It fits in cup holders. It keeps it warm. It's a weekly thing, almost daily sometimes. But yeah, those things like that, and it's personal to me because it has my name on it. So stuff like that is really cool.
Yeah.
Great gifts.
I've got one here from Buc-ee's. I got the other day, and it's got Buc-ee's name on it.
We took my mom and sister to Buc-ee's. They'd never been there before. And man, my mom bought coasters and bought all kinds
3
of
hours.
Oh my God. On the way back from Waco. Yeah.
One of the
It's,
things my wife does is when she goes somewhere and she sees something on a discount, she buys it up and she buys all of them up. So we had bought my mom a bonsai tree, and they're pretty expensive, a little guy on the side of the road. But she saw some in HEB last night, and she bought them all up. They were $3 a piece, and they had little designer pots with it. So those will go to my VIP clients.
Nice.
Cool.
So if you're listening and you don't get one,
I
didn't make the list.
I don't think, thank God, any of our clients don't listen to this show, because we probably wouldn't have clients.
but in the garage we have a big old tub full of
I guess
stuff like
coaching clients listen to the show.
stuff for the
You might get a bonsai tree
carving
too.
pumpkins.
Like
and
these
stuff
guys
like
are
that.
really drilled down when I talk to them about coaching. They're like all over the road when they're in the podcast studio. So another do is watch your budget.
Yep.
Maybe reached your goals of deals that you got done for the year. You've got some money to back up your business a little bit, and so
Don't buy 30 sets of Cutco knives before you've even done 30 deals.
Yeah,
Actually, do they take returns?
keep it
That same concept.
keep it low, keep the cost low. It's the
Yeah.
thought that really matters. I mean, we get
Yeah.
taught that as we're growing up, and some of us get a little bit selfish and like, I only got this,
Yeah.
like too bad. You've got a lot of gifts to buy. If you've got a lot of clients, if you got a good day, if you sold 30 homes last year, typically that's 30 Christmas cards that need to go out.
Yeah.
If you want to stack them with lottery tickets, you can get for $1 each.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're,
That's a good reason to
now
another
you're,
touch.
I mean, if postage and a card, you're running around about $1, probably,
Yeah.
right? And so $1 lottery card is what? How much?
Or scratchers.
dollar something.
$1. And so if you want to do a $1 scratcher or put 2 of them in there, now you had 30 clients. Now you're at what?
Like $30? $60? Don't look at me. I'm bad with math.
$90, you
90.
dopes. Anyway, so you're at $90 right
My
there.
cousin does the scratchers for Christmas, and then they'll load up. Man, and at first I was like, "Why
How
would you
come-
like why scratchers?" And just to see everyone's like scratching away, and then like talking back and forth, and about oh, I got this, or like, oh, I didn't get anything. Man, you get a lot of excitement out of a little scratcher.
You can call them up and say, "Did
Which
we
is
win?"
nothing, right? I know.
How come you didn't bring this up last time we were talking?
I just remembered.
Right. Okay. So definitely break your clients down. I think this is a good good rule of thumb is that if you've got 100 people in your database, break them down real quick. Take the time, take a couple hours in the day to break down the A's, the B's, the C's, and the D's, or the the A pluses or VIPs or whatever you want to call them. And break them down and spend a little bit more money on them. Those are the people that send you referrals. They're your raving fans. They think very highly of you. You can't really do any wrong in their eyes, right? Yeah. And so you're the go-to person. You're top of mind awareness. When they hear the word real estate, they think about you. That's a VIP client.
Yeah.
Now, I wish we could have all VIP clients, and we treat all clients like they're VIPs.
Yeah.
However, if we were to break them down, there's certain ones that are our raving fans, and those are the ones that I want to reward a little bit more handsomely with a gift. Right. And like I said, it's going to be unbranded. It's not going to be anything, whatever. But then I struggle of what to get them. Right. And so every one of them's unique. So I start taking notes and conversations. Right. And so I just left a closing right now and hauled over here for this podcast. And I knew in the conversation I was being purposeful about asking questions about what's she going to do with this certain area.
Yeah.
I mean, you should put a picture right there. Are you going to put a picture there? Yeah, but we need a picture right there. I'm like, bam, I'm going to get them a picture. I might even do them something of my own art, right? It's because I'm an artist, right? No, I'm just kidding.
One of your photographers.
But they've asked about my photos, right? So they're like, oh, I love this one you've done of the church. I love that Longhorn that you do. And I'm trying to think of like their furniture. What if I give them a huge, 3x3 picture of the Longhorn? that I shot. It's not that I shot, but like
He killed it.
that I shot with a camera. If I gave them that, would it match the rest of their home? Right.
Yeah.
And so, it just kind of whatever. So I'm thinking of something a little bit more personal there, but I've taken notes. And so in my phone, I go into Google Keep and I write down all the notes in there of kind of, and I do this all the time for clients. Like I see their interest. I see if they're sports car guys, and I can see if I've got a guy that's a Porsche enthusiast, I can get a big sign that says like Porsche parking only.
Yeah.
Stupid little sign, but he can hang it up in his garage.
A lot of people like those things.
Yeah.
Think about some of the gifts that maybe clients have gotten you, because I busted into a
12-pack of beer last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. someone's
Bourbon
down by the
whiskey
office.
was my steak. A client had given to us about 6 months ago. So I was still half a bottle. I poured a little shot, took a picture, sent it to the client, and I was like, "Hey, man, thanks for the bottle. I'm still enjoying it."
Yeah. And
You
the
love
funny
it.
thing was, that's not your client, that's mine. I'm like, look at this guy doing follow up on my client.
He's an orphan.
It's definitely not an orphan. Very VIP client of ours, and that's why he's a VIP client. You've handled his buy side, I handle his sell sides. So it's just kind of we've sold all the family except for the sister, which will come. It just like. I'll be able to, sell their house too, and then Marshall will work with them more than likely to buy their new house. So we've sold that whole family their homes, and that's a VIP. That's your raving fan. That's somebody that deserves, your higher price point. So if you set a budget aside, $1,000 budget for Christmas to get everybody in your staff something, or get everybody, that's around you that you're appreciative of, title reps that have helped you. Everybody deserves a card, but if you want to go above and beyond, do something, but don't personalize it with your branding on it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's just tacky. All right. So moving on to post roadie Friday.
Number 3,
go ahead.
provide something useful in your emails.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I get emails from agents all day, regardless of holiday time or not. So I love to see an email that doesn't just talk about their open house, but something interesting to catch my attention. I'm getting a lot of those emails lately. I don't know where I'm getting signed up for.
I had to unsubscribe. I had a couple agents add me in their email list. I'm like, oh, he's going to send me, normal stuff for, staying top of mind, referral kind of things. And the only thing I got was marketing stuff that he would send to like clients.
But I use that
or potential clients.
builder
So-
source to send all the new construction to my client. And I sent them about 20 different builders, just to get them a good, so they can see what's going on. And I got an email from every single builder. Hey, we heard you're looking at our properties. And it's like, oh, man. And now they're starting to call. So
Yeah. What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I didn't know it was going to send an email to them.
Yeah, of course. That's why they spend money on getting it into the system, So anyway, but with this, things that you can do leading up to this, I'm going to stick by. Do not be lazy. Send out the cards. Like if you don't know their address,
Yeah.
my gosh, you can
got some
find it.
problems.
Trust me. You can find it through the tax assessor's office if you can't remember or whatever else. But go ahead. You look like you're chomping at the bit.
for the emails, providing content is something like very simple of, especially during the holiday season. What's going on in your community? We like for Wilco Eats, we can do stuff about places to eat during the year, during the holiday season.
Where the
there's
Christmas
going
lights
to be
are going
light
on.
shows. There's going to be special sales. There's going to be tons of stuff going on in your community. Go find what that stuff is and then send that to them. That's value. That's something that interests them, that will cut down on the time they're going to waste searching around for stuff. They can just pull up your email because you're the trusted resource in that area and look through it and be like, oh, hey, this is this here. And then it's a faster way to find things, and you're being providing value without having to ask for something in
And
return.
recipes too. Recipes. Do simple
Holiday
recipes
recipes.
with cookies or certain types of pies or cakes or something like that, or casseroles.
Yep.
In a sense, what do you?
Keto banana pudding tacos. Carissa asked me about that. She goes, hey, I saw Dave post that. What is that really? What's keto? Can I make that? And I was like, I don't think that's possible. But you can try.
It was a joke. Can you make it out of cauliflower? Yeah, that's the thing. So the recipes is a big one for me. And then the cool thing is that I don't know where to get recipes. My gosh, you have Google.
New invention.
Stop it.
Google.
Yeah. And so GTS, Google that stuff. Anyway, gotta say stuff. We're on the air.
PG today.
No cursing.
Oh, yeah.
No cursing.
By now, I'm sure our listeners have heard a word or two.
Right. So,
never
do a
cuss.
cookie. But what I'm trying to say here is turn his mic off again. Anyway, so is do like cookie recipe, right? And all you got to do is copy and paste it and do that. Go like open up into Canva or Over. whatever app that you go in and make those cutesy little flyers with, is go in there and then get a holiday backdrop and then drop that thing in there. And then, somewhere in that you can actually put, like recipe by James Mendez, recipe by the butcher, and just kind of whatever, put that in there.
With a butcher knife?
Cleaver, yeah.
We always make divinity and give that away.
I need a globe
It's divinity.
It's like this white marshmallow puffy stuff with like pecans in it. You ever heard it?
Nope.
Really? Well, maybe I'll get
They
some
have
this
a keto?
Christmas. Maybe you'll get some this Christmas.
They have a keto?
I'll tell you, it's keto.
Oh, that's definitely sugar-free. That's definitely sugar-free stuff over there.
It's white.
Gets a sticker, misspells keto, sticks it on it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, it's perfectly fine.
with a C. Ceto. Oh gosh. Anyway, so yeah, I mean the recipe is one that's always a winner, or like how to hang Christmas lights, or
Drink recipes.
Drink recipes
Cocktails.
is a big one, because people want to impress their friends coming over. I've got,
Mixologist.
yeah, I've got plenty of years behind the bar, so I can remember all the things we used to make. And my last few years in the bar business, we always had this time where I would do the apple cider with like Fireball and some different whiskeys, or eggnog and whiskeys and things like that. Like George.
Can I get that recipe?
Yeah, sure. And so we would keep the little thing there and keep it hot, and then just pour the Fireball in it. It's so freaking good.
That sounds good.
You should have some tonight.
I should.
I should come over and just have some of that and then leave.
Ding dong. Hey, it's Marshall and Dave.
Geez, I was actually hearing these guys earlier on that podcast talk about like not door knocking, but like pop buys.
Oh.
And these two guys were just completely against it. But he made a funny reference. He's like, when my door bell goes off, he's going to take off running and jump behind the couch. I thought that was really funny. And then I'm just kind of like thinking about it, because I press that upon people doing pop buys and stuff. I don't press it on anybody, but I brought that up into marketing stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't do it for the people that I know, but it is weird to have like a 45-year-old man show up at your door that
My kids always give me away. Dad, someone's at the door, and they're standing right on the other side of the door. It's like, shh,
Yeah.
get away. Why? It's like, oh man.
They don't get it.
I usually can hear somebody outside, and I'll check the cameras.
At least they don't open it anymore.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My neighbor would get them in trouble. They open the door. My neighbor would be like, no, close the door. Close it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to open it.
But I mean, pop buys, I guess they serve their purpose somewhere. It's just kind of, but I don't know if in society these days, I mean, that was the cool thing to do 10, 15 years ago when like cell phones weren't that big, but you can do the same thing. You can pop by with a quick message from like Bomb or film something real quick and send it out to everybody and really kind of get that across. Unless you're trying to leave something, give them something. But I would definitely set it up through a text, because boom, that gives you 2 touches, right? And so it's kind of like, hey, I've got a pie for you. I want to drop off at, Friday at 5:00. You guys going to be around? Oh, we won't be home till 6. Cool. Moving to the bottom of the list of the 6 o'clock deliveries.
More purposeful.
Yeah. So
I like that a lot better.
there's a lot of marketing stuff that I guess the tides are changing, and there's been a lot of stuff that have been kind of pressed on us for over the years of that we need to be doing this, we need to be doing that, like door knocking. We talk about door knocking. I'm not going to do door knocking anytime soon. I actually went and door knocked a huge Victorian
Door knocked the other night.
one house. I just went to go meet the guy because
But your conversion rate was amazing.
exactly. Exactly. And so we're going to get that thing under contract pretty soon here. But that's a old Victorian home built in 1890 something, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, nice.
It has a fantastic, I mean, it just looked beautiful, right? And so I have a client that reached out and said, we want this type of house. And I was like, well, I know right where to go. So I went and I took pictures of 3 homes and I sent them and I was like, out of these 3, what do you like? And right off the bat, he's like, that white one, I want it. It's mine. And so I was like, cool. Now all I got to do is go find the owner, And so I did. I saw him walk into his house, and I parked my car, ran up to the door, and was like, "Hi, how are you? I'm a real estate agent." Turns out, guess what? His son's a real estate broker. So
nice.
yeah, and I know his son really well, actually. And so his son sent me an email next day and say, "Hey, I heard you were outdoor knocking and met my dad." I was like, "Yeah, cool."
Nice.
So,
nice.
I
I think that's the end of the list.
Man, that's the end of the list. I guess we're going to probably go ahead and get out of here. I wanted to read this real quick. Who doesn't love the holidays? The smell of pine trees fills the snowy air. Who writes this stuff? Who writes this stuff? Is it you?
I didn't write that one.
Is it you? Oh my God. It's that time of year we all get those warm, fuzzy feels. That sounds like Melanie, actually.
This is a very
After drinking.
very at high S kind of lead in.
Yeah,
High.
you know how much
Those are the best lead-ins for you.
Yeah, those are the best. And so I do get fuzzy feels, but usually they're after a heavy night of drinking.
Dave reading the newspaper starts out with a high C or high S kind of thing, rips it out the newspaper. I'm like, why are there pages missing?
That's me.
Nothing.
That's me. All right. So remember, your do's are to do. Keep it personal. You know, what else here? We're dying on the microphone.
Keep your
here.
budget. Keep
your
a focus
budget.
on your budget.
And provide something useful in emails when you do send them during that holiday season. Your don'ts are don't send generic emails,
Yeah.
which is you have to know the fine line between what's generic and what's helpful. All right. And so do not send your personal family holiday cards. If you're doing them this year, we're doing ours on Saturday. That should make for an interesting time. It always does. For some reason, part of my family gets very stressed out during those
Oh, I
things.
thought you meant us. Like we were all going. I was like, what?
No, but we could do something really, really stupid though. I'm sure I can think of conjure something up for us to do really stupid and maybe even go viral with it. However, but one of our clients, they do a themed every year, and every year I just don't think they can top it. And every year they do. Last year they did Star Wars. And it was
Ooh,
it was
that
pretty
sounds
funny.
good.
Yeah, their cat was
Oh, I
like
know you're
Jabba the
talking
Hutt. Yeah, their cat was Jabba the Hutt. You know, and just it was really cool. Like the kids were C-3PO and R2D2.
Nice.
You know,
They're not
she
crappy
was-
costumes either. They're good.
Yeah, and
Really?
she was Leia, and he was obviously Skywalker. So,
Nice.
or no, he's not Skywalker, but he was Han Solo.
Luke. Oh,
Han Solo. And so,
Nice,
and
nice.
the kid was Skywalker, and then one of the kids was Skywalker, and then the other kids were droids. So, anyways, it was
Gotcha.
really cool stuff. Anyway, we're rambling at this point. You know, this is our favorite part to do is just ramble. So let's go ahead and text Mike Harrell over at 88000 if you need a loan from Guaranteed Rate. He is killing it with our loans right now, so go ahead and do that. If you need to reach us, reach out to us at Top Shelf Agents just Top Shelf at 88000. If you want to get a hold of me personally, hit 512-773-6461. That's my cell. And then do not forget about Marshall Tucker's referral group. Marshall, hit it real quick.
Text Top Shelf 88000 and send your Austin referrals our direction.
don't forget to email us at info@realestateontherocks.com.
I'm out.